I am such a better DJ because I was able to watch my friend in college play Halo 10 years ago. Here's how. You might think I'm BSing you. This is actually true. When I was in college, and I'm a little older, I'm 39 years old. So when I was in college, Halo 2 came out with multiplayer. It was the first like online play with people who aren't in your house kind of thing. And my roommate in college got really good at it. And he ended up becoming part of like the MLG team, and like he was competing for money in tournaments and all this. And he had clans and all this thing. If you know video games, that's what they call each other when they have teams. Anyway, the reason that I'm bringing this to you as a DJ is because it helped me get better in my craft. How? It showed me how to learn new things. I watched him, how he approached learning to get better at Halo, because he got to a certain wall and then he couldn't get past it. I don't know if you remember Halo 2, but when you're online matchmaking, there was like, if you lose, you go down in ranking. If you win, you go up in ranking. It was all based on your wins and losses. So like he got to a certain point and then he kept losing and couldn't get past that like level 13, whatever it was. It was like a wall for him. So he started watching professional Halo players on YouTube. It was kind of new back in the day, but he was watching pros and seeing how they did it and then emulating their movements in his own game. And I was like, why are you watching other people play video games, dude? That was like before Twitch was out and like this was like a thing. And I didn't understand. I was like, why are you watching all these other people do what you want to do? He's like, because dude, you don't know what you don't know. And that statement was so beneficial to me as a DJ. You don't know what you don't know. And the only way that you can learn new things and find out things you didn't know about was to watch others who are ahead of you. And so what he would do is wake up in the morning, put on a pot of coffee, throw on videos from professional Halo players and watch them play. And I got to tell you, after just watching him do that and watch the videos with him, my own gaming got better because I realized the things that I was doing in the game were very different from what the pros were doing. And I was like, oh, well, then I probably shouldn't be doing that. But if you don't know any better, if you're not watching other things, if you're not seeing how other people are doing the craft that you're trying to improve on, how you don't know what you don't know. So I hope you don't have an ego about you when it comes to DJing, because that's the first thing that's going to crush you. I promise you. I hate to say it, but a lot of DJs come into this with an ego about them. They want the girls, they want the free drinks, they want the attention. And it's like, yeah, that stuff does kind of come along with it. But it comes more and it comes faster if you don't have an ego. So if you take nothing else away from this video, please understand that. But if you don't have an ego about yourself, you're going to come out of this and you're going to learn like, hey man, I don't know what I don't know. So how do I figure it out? I got to go find out what other DJs are doing. What I like to do is wake up in the morning when I'm at my most like fertile, my most creative, and I'm all my ideas of what I want to do for the day. I like to kind of get myself honed in and focused by watching somebody who's better than me do what I'm trying to do. And it gives me ideas. I mean, there are so many videos on YouTube now. There's so many resources. James Hype has a whole like How I DJ series where he explains everything that he's doing, how to use 4 decks, what he's doing on each one of them. Your favorite DJ, I'm sure, has some sort of series like that. I'm doing these, and you don't, I got like 400 subscribers. So anybody who's out there that's worth a damn is pretty much doing explanation videos. Go find them. Find your favorite DJ. If you don't have a favorite DJ, that's a first problem. Like, what kind of athlete doesn't have a favorite player? It doesn't happen. So if you don't have a favorite DJ, check your ego. That's the first thing at the door, because you're like, well, I'm my favorite DJ. Well, that's a problem. Nobody else does it like me. That's a problem, right? Because there's a lot of people who do things better than you and maybe differently, but you can take what they're doing and then compare it to what you're doing, not to see how far they are in their game, but to see how what you're doing stacks up against the pros. I'm telling you, after watching pros play Halo, I was like, you could do that. Wait, there's glitches? You could throw 2 grenades at once? Wait, what? I mean, there's all kinds of things that I learned about the game that you would never know. And it's the same thing, whether it's about your DJ controller, there's probably some hidden functions in here that you had no idea. You've been using this thing for years. I just want to implore you to not get lazy. I want to make sure that you're out there having the best time, but also sticking with the learning process and making sure that you're not afraid to see what others are doing that are ahead of you so that you can then learn from that, then go back and practice it. There is one thing that James Hype said that I don't agree with and I don't understand. I don't get it. He said DJs don't practice. And I think that was kind of like a meta thing there. Like he's probably saying like, we're always like kind of performing for ourselves, but I don't look at it that way. Like when I was learning how to play the piano and the drums and the guitar and the bass and sing, I practiced very, very specifically. I always made sure that when I was practicing, maybe this is what he meant. Like in my mind, I was on stage because I wanted to make sure I was practicing doing the things the same way that I would do them on stage, so that when I got in front of a crowd, it didn't feel new to me. I practiced like I was in front of a crowd. That may be what he meant. But if you're not practicing, you're not improving. And if you don't know what to practice, well, then how do you do it? Go start following other DJs. Wake up in the morning, spend 10 minutes. Hey, we talked about this. You've got a built-in 10 to 15 minutes every single day. When you drop a deuce, force yourself. Learn about other DJs. See what they're doing. Find explanation videos and see how they break down their sets, how they put together their sets. Woo! I promise you, you're going to start elevating your game. You won't even know why. You're going to start realizing in your subconscious, like, oh, well, I shouldn't be doing that anymore because I realize there's other ways to do that. And it'll spark your creativity to do new things. And then maybe you will come up with something brand new that this whole world has never even seen. And then we can learn from it. It's the beauty of all this. We're all in it together. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. You know, all that stuff. I hate asking you to do homework. Just have fun. If you're enjoying this, great. That's really all I care about. Thank you, all of you, for being here. I'm going to do some more of me DJing. The reason I haven't done a lot of those lately is because I'm in practice mode. I'm putting together that hour-long set, but I just found some stuff last night. Oh my God, I was giggling. I was literally giggling for like, in my sleep. I woke up giggling about what I found last night. I'm going to put that on a video, and I'll show it to all of you before I drop that hour-long mix so that you can have some fun and watch and learn along with me. Good luck. Keep your ego out of it. Follow somebody else to learn from, and go do your own thing. Put your own spin on it. I can't wait to see what you do.